Hey guys, what's going on? Just wanted to show you how to set up your Google Webmaster tools for your site. So you're going to go ahead and log on. I'll log into my client's site here so I can get this set up for him. Okay. So if you have a site, it'll look like this. If you haven't, you'll just have an option to add your site. So in this case, just add your site, and we are going to add his site. So we hit continue. Okay, now this is a recommended method. I'm going to show you an alternative, and we are going to use the add a meta tag to your site's home page. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to copy all this here and then go back to your back office of your website, which we're in ipreneurs.com. Go back there, go to your plugin page, which is here. Find it in your back office. And then there is a plugin that I told you about, which is called Header Footer, and we uploaded that and installed it for this purpose right here. Okay, so you go to Header Footer, okay, and you read right here, HTML code, e.g. the verification meta tag of Google or MSN. Okay, this code, where are we at here? This code that we copied right here is the meta tag. Okay, so you copied the meta tag from your Webmaster's account. Come back here to Header Footer. Okay, and I'm going to place it right here. So you paste it. So we copied it from the Google Webmaster's tools and we pasted it into the Header Footer plugin on your website. Okay, remember that's on your website and it's a plugin in your WordPress website. Okay, and also go ahead and place it here as well. Okay, so if you read, insert it into the head section of homepage, insert it in the head section of each page. Okay, now we just go ahead, hit save. Okay, and we go back to the Webmasters. We hit verify, and your verification is done. Now, may take a little bit for all the traffic to show up and everything to your Webmasters account, which is fine. It just gives Google time to go find it and index it and everything. But that's going to allow you to see if there's any problems. You'll get emails and you'll get links in there. So make sure you keep that website handy and check back to it occasionally. It's going to give you some good info on your website. The next video is going to be on Google Analytics. So stay tuned for that, and we will see you on the next one. Thanks. Bye-bye. Okay guys, we're picking up the video where we are going to get you going on the Google Analytics, installing that on your WordPress site. So the first video I talked about just establishing a Webmaster Tools account, and we did that. Now we are going to actually sign up for Analytics. So you go to Google Analytics, and then you sign up. Okay, you want to go back to your whatever website you want to be tracked. Okay, and you put that in right here. And then just leave the account name as your site so you know what it is if you have multiple sites. Let's see, I believe he is Central Time.
and then we hit continue. Just follow through all these prompts. We're going to go ahead and agree, hit create new account. And we will wait as soon as this spits it out. Okay, and here we go. I'm taking a little bit. Give it another minute or so. It'll give us all the information. It's pretty much a step-by-step process, but the other thing that I did with this hardening pack, there's a couple other plugins that we can utilize to make this a whole lot easier for you guys, and this is the process that I'm going to show you. So let's see here. There we go. Okay, now what you're seeing is the code. You know, you can follow along with all the directions and how to install this from Google, but you know, I found it to be a little cumbersome. I mean, I had to really read, and then through my research I came up with some of these other plugins that will assist us in putting us in the right spot. It'll cut down on the time and the ease of knowing how to manipulate code. So from this point, I'm going to go ahead and stop. This is going to be a multi-video series on this because there's so many steps that I can't get it all in on one long video, and I want to break it down so that you can just do it in chunks, step by step. You know, we can move forward at that pace, or you can move forward at you know, your own pace. So we'll go ahead and stop, and we'll pick this up on another video in just a moment. So stay tuned. We'll talk to you in a minute. Bye bye.
Okay guys, real simple video on installing Google Analytics to your WordPress website. Make this as short and sweet and as easy as possible. If you don't have an analytics account set up, by now you should have watched the setting up your Webmaster's account, your Webmaster Tools account. So you verified your site. That's step one. Google Analytics is next. So what we want to do is just write in Google Analytics in there, get to this page, hit Access Analytics or Sign Up Now, and follow the prompts. Okay, real self-explanatory, but here's what we're going to do. If you sign up now, you're going to get a set of code, and I'm going to get to that code here in a minute, so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about. But here's what we're going to do. Okay, I'm going to show you two ways to do this. If you go up if you just followed through, let me backtrack there because I'm sorry I went too fast. Okay, when you get into your analytics account, you're going to see if you have one site will be here. If you have multiple sites and you have them set up correctly, they'll be here. So I want to click on, we're going to do this one right now. Okay, going to get to this point. That's ipreneurs.com. Okay, remember this code, this UA227. I'll get back to that. But you go over here and you hit edit, which will bring you to this page. Okay, come up here to this check status. Okay, here's where your code is. So here's the code that you have. Now I'm going to make this real easy. Okay, let's go back one. And we'll go right here. Would you go ahead for me and copy this? So copy that. Come back over to your back office, to your, I'm going to go into the back office, whatever your domain is. Make sure you go in here into the plugins. Okay. We already installed Google Analytics for WordPress, so go to that plugin and hit settings. Okay, now you can do this two ways. You should be able to see this here. So you want to click on iPreneurs and this, and if you just saw that number pop up, that's why I had you copy it. Okay, right here. You hit re-authenticate with Google. Follow through here. Okay, now I'm going to show you another way. If you prefer, it's up to you, but this is two ways you can do this. That little button I clicked was manually enter UA code. Now, your UA code is this code right here. Okay, so you copy that, and you can actually just paste it right in here. Okay, and I just leave this in default. You have these options where you insert manually. Just leave it like that. Okay, and there's another video I created to go through all the setup in this, so look for that as well. Then you just hit update. Okay, Google Analytics settings updated. Okay, now if we go back here, you see that we're in here. Hit edit. See how this green check mark, receiving data, check status? Go ahead and check that. Now, tracking status. It's receiving all the data. So what this means is probably in a day, you got to give it some time, just like in the Webmaster's tools. It'll gather all the information so that you can get tracking up and running, and you can see the stuff from your site. So just remember to keep this site handy. And that is really it on Google Analytics. I tried to make it as easy as I could without trying to find out where exactly to place this code, because I found it super cumbersome to try and do all that. So I just found a couple plugins that would assist us in making this a little bit easier. So we will talk to you later. Thanks. We'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.
Okay guys, now that we have Google Analytics installed, let's go through and excuse me, set up all the options for Google Analytics. So in your back office, your dashboard's on the left. You want to go into your Google Analytics. We'll just do that. Go to your plugins. Okay. We'll go to Google Analytics for WordPress, hit settings. Okay. And let's just scroll down. Okay, we placed it in the header, so we're following it. You definitely want to track this. I'm going to push this show advanced settings so that we can go through, because you can set this up to track in logged in users. If you have people on your site other than yourself, that would be fine. You know, I like to see post types, author name. I don't have that many people, you know, I don't have anybody writing anything on my page. If you did, you could have, you know, like if you had somebody that was, you know, you were both writing various articles or doing videos, and you wanted to separate and see just by tracking, you know, whose performs better, you could use that. On tags, yeah, I like to use tags because those are actually, I use keyword driven tags, so I like to track those. The publication year, not really interested in that. You may have a use for that if you know, if you wrote some articles or you're using this to track something by year, then use that. Categories, I do use categories, so I like to track those, or you can just use all categories here as well. And then excuse me, this one I check administrator, just because anytime you go to, this will make sure that anytime you go in to your site, it's not counting that as traffic. So I do click that, and then let's see here. You can do the track downloads as page views. The track outbound clicks as page views. You can read through this. If you, it says it's not recommended. I don't use it. The track downloads as page views. I don't either. I always keep pretty much this all default. You can look in here, and you can see the whole URL if you want, either one. And then subdomains, if you have subdomains on there, then yes, you can put those in. Pretty much the rest of this I haven't used. I don't have AdSense. If you put in here track extra search engines, I'll show you what that does. You can put in the search engines that you want, which would be like Bing or Yahoo or any of them. You can just read down through here, see what you want to do, and it will automatically track as much as you want. So we'll update. Always remember to save and update everything. And right here, this updates everything, but I just double check any box that I've checked things in. I go ahead and make sure. Okay, so we are golden. So that is Google Analytics, and this will allow you to track and get all the information of people coming to your website. And I'll give you a video on that next, on some tracking to see this. Remember, this is going to take a little bit. It'll probably be like a day before you start seeing any information, just as Google finds it and does their thing. But typically, if you look the next day, you'll see some information streaming in. So we'll talk to you later. Bye bye.